Good morning, students. After discussion of physical classification of matter in chapter 1, uh, as we have done that matter can exist in three different states: solids, liquids, and gaseous state. In this chapter 2, we'll discuss chemical classification of matter. That means on the basis of chemical properties, in what various forms matter can exist. Let us see. First of all, I just want to revise what is matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space and can be felt with or one or more of our five senses. That means if we can feel it with any one of our five senses or more than one, and the substance which has and the thing which has mass and it has volume, that could be considered as a matter only. So look around yourself. The various types of material you bring home, are these really pure as mentioned on their containers, like pure milk, pure ghee, pure salt? Are these things, do you think that these are really pure? No, my dear students, these substances which are mentioned as pure, chemically they are not pure. Actually, in daily life, we generally believe what we generally define a pure thing as the thing which is without any impurity. So similarly, in sense of chemistry, pure substance means anything which has same kind of particles. The things shown here are actually mixtures. Pure milk is containing various types of fats dissolved in water and with various proteins. Pure ghee is also a kind of fat. And salt, sodium chloride, it is mixed with, as you can read over the sachet, that it is written free flow iodized salt. So iodides are mixed with sodium chloride. So this is also a kind of mixture that we are using. So generally the things which we are using in our daily life are mainly mixtures, whether they are specified as pure substance with pure ghee or pure milk. Anything which is pure in sense of daily routine is not pure in sense of chemistry. Let us see these things. Water, tap water is a mixture because it contains various dissolved salts and impurities, whereas distilled water is considered to be a pure substance because it will have only H2O molecules. Pizza is a mixture, sand is a mixture, honey mixture, cereals, they are also mixtures, various carbohydrates and proteins are mixed in them. Sugar is a pure substance because it contains only C12H22O11 molecules. Flour is a mixture, laundry detergent is a mixture, jello, this is also kind of mixture. So here only water, pure distilled water and sugar are pure substances, rest all are mixtures. So how we can define pure substance in chemistry? So just see at these three beakers. In first beaker you will find same kind of particles, and those particles themselves are made up of similar kind of sub particles, you can say. Actually, a pure substance is said to be pure in chemistry if it contains similar type of all same type of particles. So here in first and second beaker you can see that particles are same, whereas in third beaker you will find particles of two types, H2O and O2. So the basic difference is that in first beaker the particles contain all oxygen, like particles are made up of oxygen molecules, and you can see that all oxygen molecules are made up of two oxygen atoms. 2O are mentioned in each particle. Whereas in the second container, you can see the particles, main constituent particles are similar, but that individual particle is made up of two different kind of atoms, like two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom, as you can see in the diagram. So that means a kind of pure substance which is made up of same type of atoms as in first case, then it is said to be an element. And a kind of pure substance in which the particles are same but the individual particle is made up of different type of atoms, then it will be considered to be as compound. So these elements and compounds are two types of pure substances. And in third one, as you can see, water and oxygen molecules are mixed together in not in a fixed proportion, then it will be said to be a impure substance or a mixture. So again we can see here in terms of particles, pure substances will have similar type of particles, and these similar particles may be atoms or molecules. Atoms are actually the smallest particle of matter which can exist, which can or cannot exist independently, but this is the smallest form which cannot be broken down further. And atoms combine together to form molecule, and these molecules, if they are made up of different type of atoms, then that type of pure substance is said to be a compound. As you can see here, in first case, single type of particles are there. In second pure substance, you will find two different type of particles, but they combine together to form a single particle of that compound. So this is also a kind of pure substance. In third case, you will find somewhere the second purple kind of particles and rest are the green. So these are also mixed in any proportion. But if they are mixed in such a way that properties remain same throughout, means जो जिस तरह का distribution है, it will remain same throughout the mixture, then it will said to be homogeneous. But if the distribution of particles in mixture is not even, then it is said to be heterogeneous. So let us see how matter can be classified chemically. So matter is first classified into two substances, impure and pure. Impure substances are made up of two or more pure substances which are not actually chemically combined. They are just physically mixed with each other. Whereas pure substances will have similar kind of particles either in the form of element or in the form of compound. And mixtures are further classified as homogeneous with uniform composition, heterogeneous with non-uniform composition. Now we will differentiate pure substances and mixture. Pure substances are made up of same type of particles. Particles may be atoms or molecules, whereas mixtures are made up of different type of substances mixed in any proportions. Pure substances can be represented by definite symbol or formula. For example, there is a fixed symbol for oxygen O, hydrogen H, iron Fe, copper Cu. And if they are compound, then also they will be having fixed formula like water H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, etc. Whereas mixtures, as they do not have any fixed proportion of pure substances, so they will not be represented by any chemical formula. Pure substances have fixed melting and boiling point, and that is the characteristic property of a pure substance. Whereas mixtures do not have fixed melting or boiling point. Pure substances have fixed physical and chemical properties, whereas mixtures do not have fixed physical or chemical properties. In a pure substance, constituent particles cannot be separated by physical methods. Means particles are chemically mixed when pure substance is formed like compound. So they cannot be separated by physical method. Whereas in a mixture, substances are just physically mixed. They do not react chemically. Hence they can be easily separated by any physical method. Pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds, whereas mixtures are classified as homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So let us see one more example of elements, compounds and mixtures. In first A container, you can see an element hydrogen, and where each hydrogen molecule is made up of two similar type of hydrogen atom. Next example of a compound, water, where one particle of water is made up of one atom of oxygen and two atom of hydrogen. That is a molecule. So one molecule is a combination of maybe similar type of atoms or different types of atom. In first case, the molecule of hydrogen gas is made up of two similar kind of hydrogen atoms, whereas In second case, the molecule which are actually similar in water, but each individual molecule is made up of two different type of atoms, oxygen and hydrogen. So this will be a compound. See, you can see a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen gas in which the particles are actually, you can say, evenly mixed, and in fourth case a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen in which again you can see it's a heterogeneous mixture in which not a definite proportion or not uniform properties throughout the mixture. Next, we can differentiate between two types of pure substances. What are elements and compounds? As we have seen that elements are made up of same type of atoms and they otherwise exist naturally, and compounds are made up of same type of molecules formed by combination of elements in fixed proportions. Means whenever we'll mix elements in fixed proportion and they react chemically, then only a compound is formed. If they are mixed in any proportion and they do not react, then always a mixture is formed. Elements cannot be broken down to simpler substances, whereas compounds can be broken down to simpler substances. 118 elements occur in nature only, means they are fixed in numbers, whereas compounds are unlimited in number. Elements can be represented by symbols, whereas compounds can be represented by formula. Elements can be classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids. Compounds can be classified as ionic and covalent compounds. Let us see few examples of elements. Elements: hydrogen, molecule of hydrogen H2 made up of two hydrogen atoms. One molecule of nitrogen N2 is made up of two nitrogen atoms. Oxygen O2, fluorine F2. So these are the naturally existing molecular forms of these elements in which you will find similar type of atoms. But in the second case, compounds, many examples are shown here. So you will find two or more different types of atoms in a particular molecule, like ClO2, OF2. They are having two different types of atoms present in them, but that number of atoms is fixed always. Next, we'll differentiate mixture and compounds. Mixtures and compounds both are made by combination of two or more pure substances. But the basic difference is what? Mixtures are made when we mix these substances in any proportion, whereas compounds are formed when we mix these pure substances in a definite proportion. And second important thing is mixtures are formed when the substances do not react with each other, whereas in a compound is always formed by the chemical reaction between two or more pure substances. So that is a result of chemical change, whereas mixture is a kind of physical change. In a mixture, constituent elements retain their properties as they are just physically mixed. अपनी properties lose नहीं करते. But in compounds, constituents do not retain their properties as they have reacted chemically to form a new substance, and new substance will have different properties than individual pure substances. For example, water has different properties than hydrogen and oxygen gases. Mixtures can be separated into constituent substances by any physical method, whereas compounds cannot be separated by any physical method. Mixtures cannot be represented by formula, whereas compounds can be represented by a chemical formula, and that is a fixed formula for every compound. And examples for mixture: sugar in water, salt in water, starch in water. Compounds: sugar as a pure substance, common salt, NaCl, water, H2O, etc. Next, we will discuss examples of mixtures and compound. As you can see in this mixture of oxygen gas and water, oxygen molecules are just dissolved in water and there is no chemical reaction between them, and you can see that individual particles of oxygen as well as water in the beaker. So that means both of the constituents have not reacted chemically, they are just mixed, and that also in any very proportion. Whereas in case of compound, all molecules are of same type, because hydrogen and oxygen, they have reacted chemically to form water molecules. So all particles are of same type, and moreover water is formed by a fixed proportion of hydrogen and oxygen when they react chemically. So let us see two different types of mixtures. Mixtures, if they have evenly mixed constituents, means when you are mixing two or more things and they are mixed in such a way that the composition and the properties remain uniform throughout the mixtures, then it is said to be homogeneous mixtures. Whereas if particles do not mix evenly, so that uneven mixtures will not have uniform composition or properties, hence they are said to be heterogeneous mixtures. In homogeneous mixtures, constituents particles are not visible, they are mixed in such a manner that fixed, or you can say distinct boundaries of particles are not visible. Whereas in case of heterogeneous mixtures, fixed constituent particles are visible and they have definite boundaries. Homogeneous mixtures are called as solutions, whereas heterogeneous mixtures can be classified into colloids and suspensions. Examples: homogeneous mixtures, air, sugar in water, alloys, and heterogeneous mixtures, sand in water, starch in water, milk, clouds, blood, etc. Here you can see a homogeneous mixture of sugar in water, where you are not able to see sugar particles individually, hence this is a kind of homogeneous mixture. Whereas in second beaker, it is a mixture of oil and water, and you can see oil is floating because it is lighter in weight. Moreover, it is not at all soluble, means if the things are not mixed properly, then they are termed as heterogeneous mixtures. So oil in water is a kind of heterogeneous mixture. Again, you can find a difference at particle level. In homogeneous mixture, you can find same distribution of particles throughout, whereas in heterogeneous mixture, this distribution of particles or mixing of particle is not uniform. Hence, it is a kind of heterogeneous mixture. Air, steel, lemonade, wine, rain, these are examples of homogeneous mixtures, whereas ice in water, cereal in milk, oil and vinegar, soil, all these are heterogeneous mixtures. Hope the things are clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.